if we look at Chaap Tilak, what is Chaap Tilak? This is written in a language which is called Khadi Boli or close to Braj Bhasha. Chaap Tilak means identity. Chaap Tilak. So my identity and also my independent brain function, my independent, my selfhood. So when Hazrat Amir Khusrau says Chaap Tilak Sab Chini re Mose Naina Milai ke, he is talking about his guru, his peer. Now there is a very interesting story behind this. I'm sure you will all visit Dargah Nizamuddin, or you have already visited, or you will visit soon. Now there is another place associated with Father Nizamuddin, which is where he used to live. Now this is his house, his residence, and also his khanka. Khanka basically means a place of meditation, a place of being in such a state where you may study or meditate. And that khanka is just behind Humayun's tomb in an area now called Arab Sarai. So there is a very beautiful story about Chaap Tilak Sab Chini re, and the next line where Amir Khusrau says, "Baat agham keh deeni re." Agham meaning very deep, something which is very deep, almost which cannot be measured. So this stanza refers to an episode between when Hazrat Amir Khusrau was 8 or 9 years old. He was taken by his mother. His father had already passed away. He was taken by his mother to the house of Khwaja Nizamuddin, and he was told that this is our family peer. This is the one who is our guru. You should now take his hand, take bayat from him, and become his shagird, become his student. So Hazrat Amir Khusrau is very skeptical. He doesn't want to go inside. So he sits on the steps outside and he refuses to go, very stubborn. And he says, "Okay, I will go in on one condition. If he answers a question which I pose to him, if he answers this question, then I will agree to meet." So he sits and starts to recite a couplet in Persian, which he is apparently creating right then as a question. And he says to Khwaja Sahab that "Tua Shahe Kibar Ewan Qisra." You are a king and I have come to your palace. Now Ewan Qisra is not just a palace, it can be construed as a house of greatness or a house of knowledge. Ewan means palace. That Kabutar Gar Nashina Baz Gardan. The ones who come here as pigeons return as baz, as falcons. And then he says, "Gharib-e mustamande mard ramad." I have come to your doorstep, very afflicted. Afflicted with what? Afflicted with lack of knowledge, which we say ghaflat in Urdu. And so I am poor not of money, but poor of ilm, poor of gyan, poor of knowledge. So, and here he uses this jumla very beautifully. He says, "Biyayad andaru," will I be, biya meaning coming, will I be invited inside? Ya baz gardan. Now this time baz gardan does not mean falcon, it means to be shooed away. Will I be shooed away? Will I be asked to go? Then apparently a voice comes from inside. Apparently Khwaja Nizamuddin replies to his question. He says, "Biyayat andaru marde haqiqat." Come in, O seeker of truth, of wisdom, of knowledge. Ba ama yak nafas hamraz gardan. You too, for a moment, become privy to the secrets of the secrets of the secrets of the secrets. Wow. So that Chaap Tilak Sab Chini re begins after this. That Hazrat Amir Khusrau goes inside and he meets his peer, and his peer sees him, and with just one glance, he has taken him. He has made him his own. And in the end, so the next stanza is Prem bhatti ka madhva pilai ke, that from the let's say the kiln of the wine of love, the kiln of love, not the kiln of wine or the kiln which makes bricks, but the kiln of love. You have given me a cup to drink, and you have made me ecstatic. Then we come to Gori Gori Baiya Hari Hari Chudiya. Now, Hari Hari Chudiya spiritually, intellectually also means somebody who's virgin, somebody who's, as much later Varisha says that, remove the white sheet, the sheet of, how do we say, the Kori Chadar, right? Because the Kori Chadar represents somebody or something which is completely blank, right? To be where colors can be filled in through experience as well as tarbiyat or teaching. So Amir Khusrau says that I have come with you with pale arms and green bangles, right? So I have come to you as a student, a seeker, a virgin, spiritually somebody who's not yet initiated. And you took my arm and you decided to put me under your wing, right? Then, so this is again one more stage. Then we come to the next stage, where Hazrat Amir Khusrau says that Bal bal jaun mein, I am beholden unto thee. Or Rang Rejwa. Now Rang Rejwa is interesting. It's a Hindiized version. Rang Rez actually means somebody who's a professional dyer, right? So Rang Rejwa is like a Purabiya way of sort of sweetening and sort of nativizing that very beautiful term. And so Amir Khusrau says that apni si rang deeni re mose naina milai ke, that I was, you have colored me in your own colors, in the colors of, now we say as people who believe in the Sufi path, we say that these are the Chishti colors, these are the colors of spring, these are the Chishti colors, right? And then at the end, Hazrat Amir says that that is the final stage of union, right, with the beloved, which is that Khusro Nijam ke bal bal jaiye, मोहे सुहागन की नीर. तो ये पूरा उन्होंने शरीयत, तरीकत, हकीकत, मारिफत का आपको एक पूरा नक्शा बना के दिखा दिया. All the stages, that this is what the journey towards first coming from a normal, regimented, worldly life, which is going into a path, which the path leads to the truth, and the truth leads to transcendence, which leads to an ecstatic union, which leads to then the self-merging with the larger, right? So, ये सूफी शायरी की, सूफी पोइट्री की एक खासियत है, that everything is said in this way where there are hidden meanings, there are multiple meanings, and the contexts are ranging from, West Asia all the way to like Eastern India. So there's a very wide palette of spirituality which the Sufism, the Sufi Bhakti movement is drawing upon. So I think it's very important for us to know this, because a lot of the music, poetry, the spiritual culture we have in India is because of the efforts of people like Hazrat Amir Khusrau, who consciously made efforts to merge. If you look at a book he wrote called Ijaz-e-Khusrawi, which was basically written for the Khilji kings, who conquered a lot of territory from Kashmir to Vijayanagar. Amir Khusrau says that Hindustan, Khurasan is the land where his ancestors came from, right, Central Asia, have become one in his mind. He says that I will make every effort to sort of bring the best of Khurasan to India. But I love India so much that he says that I am a parrot of India. Speak to me, I will answer in the sweet tongue, which is Hindi. So this is very interesting that 800 years ago, a very different idea of India is emerging through the eyes of people like Hazrat Amir Khusrau, who are of mixed parentage. His mother was Indian and his father was a sort of a Turkman or of Turkish origin. So we see that a syncretic, secular, mixed idea of India is emerging at that time, and that is also a very big success story of movements like Sufism, which, as Maulana Rumi says, Baza, Baza, come, come, whoever you are, come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times, come, because, as the poem which you read out, as mohabbat kharha gul mushabad, through love, thorns become roses.